What's up everyone, this is Ryan here. Today I'm going to do an update video on the Craftsman compact blower. Now you can see the 400 battery just died. And now I'm using a 600 battery on this thing exactly because you can see how much it's affected this thing exactly because it's a fully charged battery because I told this thing you got used this weekend and I know this thing you get used again next weekend as well because you know how much very expected things exactly. But it's a pretty nice looking blower in my opinion, but I do like this thing one. You can see this is a CMCB L0100 and this thing got used almost quite a bit because you can see how much of it expected this thing exactly because it's not a bad looking piece of equipment in my opinion, but you could tell this thing get used almost quite a bit because you can see how much expected thing, but it's not how much we expected on this thing exactly because it's really how much expected this thing exactly because you can see how much expected because the 400 battery's only got one bar left in the battery, which I know since the fan. You see how much expected this thing, but I do like this thing got used almost quite a bit, but I do like this thing a lot because it will get used again next weekend as well because you can see how much I expected this machine exactly because I usually supply this thing to get used almost like quite a bit because I do wish you could see how much expected this thing because well, because you can see how much expected thing exactly because it's really how much we expected. But please, how much time do you know exactly like this because as a sense, I suppose get used almost quite a bit because you can see how much it's really expected on this machine exactly because I do like just that thing will get used again this weekend as well because you can see how much expected this thing because I do wish this thing would get used almost quite a bit because you can see how much we expected this machine exactly and I do wish this thing will get used because well because you can see how much expected this thing exactly because you can see how much expected this thing exactly it's definitely what it is exactly on this machine but I do like this thing a lot because you can see how much it's really expected this machine and this thing will be used again this weekend, and then we can use this week, next weekend as well, because you can see how much I spent this thing because this thing will get used almost quite a bit because you can see because you can see how much I spent this thing because I do wish this thing could get used almost quite a bit, but because you can see how much I expected on this machine exactly. Because this thing got get used almost quite a bit, so this thing will be used the whole weekend again, and all this thing will use again next weekend.